Welcome to Sarasota Home Tours, and now for the second that you walk through this front door that I'm about to show you, you immediately understand why this property is so desirable in Sarasota. The natural light, the panoramic water views, and we're looking at a gorgeous one right now. The elevation, the entire coastal atmosphere instantly pulls your attention straight towards the water. And for our Sarasota Home Tour, we are at 5880 Midnight Pass Road, Unit 906 in the Casarina community, okay? And that's what we're checking out today. And this is an elevated waterfront living on the world-famous #1 beach in the U.S., Siesta Key. All right, and on today's Sarasota Home Tour in Casarina, we're going to showcase exactly what so many buyers relocating to Sarasota are searching for right now. The balance between luxury coastal living, low maintenance convenience, walkability, and true waterfront. And what makes this property really stand out is the positioning of the unit itself. You're high enough to capture these incredible views, yet the entire space still feels warm, inviting, and connected to the water below. And this really creates a completely different experience compared to many condos where you walk in and it's just a boxy feel, right? So anyways, in this Sarasota Home Tour at Casarina, we're going to walk through the layout, the living spaces and views, the building, and the overall lifestyle that makes Siesta Key and Sarasota one of the most sought after waterfront destinations in Florida. And trust me, okay, for the back end of this video, you're going to want to stay tuned. The views we're about to show you later in the Sarasota Home Tour is one of the biggest reasons why buyers fall in love with this property. So stay tuned for that on the flip side of this. But you saw the one walking up to the unit, and it is great. And just for a heads up before we start cruising through here, that might be a little bit of the view over there. This is prime Siesta Key waterfront, by the way. Elevated 9th floor positioning, beautiful coastal arrival experience, strong curb appeal, and secure condominium lifestyle. Easy access on and off Siesta Key. I mean, it doesn't get much better. You go down the elevator and you walk right down onto the beach. Those wonderful 99% quartz sand that you get to walk on. Yeah, it's right there. Minutes from Sarasota beaches, dining and restaurants and entertainment. And we'll get to more about, you're going to want to stay tuned, of why this location is so special. Okay, besides what I've already mentioned, obviously. So this is a true lock and leave as we look at this kitchen over here. All right, and you wake up to the panoramic views, incredible natural light throughout, and check out these nice quartz, which, like I said, that's what Siesta beach sand is made of. And you do have that electric cooktop. All right, subway tiles in the back for the backsplash. All right, and also your built-in KitchenAid appliances. And a little dining nook right over here. And when you're sitting here, whoever's sitting right over here can look right out onto the beach and see exactly what's going on over there. Now, you also have the plantation shutters, which are very convenient. That's a really nice touch. You can keep in the light or out of the light out, it's nice. So it's nice to have that touch there. Extra cabinetry because you do need your space. All right. And of course, your dishwasher, just in case you guys are wondering, it is right there. Some places do not have it. And your fridge is right over here. Okay. This is another KitchenAid, so all KitchenAid here. And you do have some nice recessed lighting and also accent lights in this tray ceiling. All right, and your little serving window. Get it on with your guests, passing the food around. All right, so you guys had a quick look at the dining area and living area. All right, and this is an open concept with waterfront layout, massive windows maximizing Sarasota's water views. You're going to see a relaxed coastal atmosphere here. Strong entertaining flow. As you see, there's actually more seating over there because they love the view so much. This is designed to constantly showcase the water, and it does a great job of achieving that. We're going to check that out in just a few here. We can see in the living room, it's spaced out quite well, right? So you do have the dining, you do have your living area. Of course, you're going to spend a lot of time at the beach and some other areas like the Village or over by the South Bridge, where you got some fantastic restaurants. You have the daiquiri deck over there. So now this is a 2-2, so you do have 2 bathrooms. This is your guests. You got the tile here, and by the way, the floors here are porcelain tile, just in case you want to know. And they got cool little accents. If you zoom in, it might look funky from afar. We've actually got like little shells in here for extra detail. Hopefully that's coming out in the video. But every tile's got little shell accents to it, which is a really nice beachy vibe, right? So here is the bathroom. All right, and we got the, of course, countertop, your vanity, your nice high-end mirror, right? Lights and defogging and all the good things. All right, and here is your tub, okay? And tile, no. Here's your tub and tile. A little bit more original there, but that's okay. That leaves room for improvements for you. So you could gain some equity on that. And then they do have the LVP, right? So you do have the luxury vinyl plank there that looks like wood. And this is the guest bedroom here. All right, with their very own bathroom, as you just saw. And you do have, because we can't see those views enough, at least I can't, we do have some beautiful views of Crescent Beach, also known as Siesta Key Beach, right? It expands into Crescent, which is more of a bit of the semi-private beach, even though it's not technically fully private. You do own up to the watermark, and it's public from there on out. All right, so here's your washer and dryer room. Now, some units in other buildings do not have this. This is a key feature to keep your eyes on, because you really want to have these, at least unless you're used to not. There's your hot water tank. All right, and a little bit of extra storage in here. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. Nice to get that laundry taken care of right in-house, right? So, and let's take a look. Ooh, you might have caught a little glimpse of what's to come. That sizzle factor at the end. All right, so here we go. This is the primary suite. All right. And what you're working with here, you got some LVP. All right. All right. And lots of space for a bureau. It's definitely a nice flow, nice layout for a 2-2. All right. You got a king size bed, enough room for a desk. Enjoy some of those views we're going to check out here shortly. All right. And some rooms for another bureau or shelving, whatever you may choose. And we're going to get to some of those sizzle factors. So stay tuned for that monster view we're about to check out. It is fantastic. You got a little taste on the other one. Now, this is private. It's a good little retreat. Some really good natural light you just saw. All right. And you get to wake up right next to Siesta Key Beach. I mean, that is the kicker. Right? It's just absolutely amazing. You want to live a spectacular life? This is the way to do it. Or vacation life. This is a great secondary home. So there you go with the first vanity on the back side. And we're going to kind of backtrack this way to the other vanity. So dual sinks, dual vanities, and the high-end mirrors, which I'm a big fan of. They defog quite well. And yes, even a walk-in closet. So a lot of these condos are very tight and don't have a lot of space. This one is not like that, right? The floor plan is open, especially for the age of the property, and they've updated it quite well with still some room for improvement, right? That the new owners can take on, and this tub happens to be one part of that. All right, so you can put in your very own shower, build it however you see fit, right? But it is there for right now, and this property is very functional. All right, so you do have your shower over here. So you could have another soaking tub there, but you could build out a bigger shower and make this into storage potentially. Inside of here, they did update it. So it does look nice. All right, some good tile in there. The faucets. And of course the business room. So you can, lots of options. You can keep it as is. You can rent it out. You do a lot of different things. All right, so as we're cruising along, let's get to some more sizzle factors. Before we do, the resort style condominium living, so what you get in the building here, secure building environment, maintenance free, ownership and appeal, so lock it and leave it and run. Strong, so it's very strong with that. Community amenities supporting waterfront lifestyle. You get a pool, jacuzzi, and high desirable Siesta Key location. So without further ado, feast your eyes on that gorgeous view. Now on the camera, it may appear just a little bit further. You're not right on top of the beach, but you're not very far. You can see those beautiful though, tranquil aqua colors that you see in the Caribbean, right? You can stare at it all day, right? It's just absolutely gorgeous. And over this way, you can see the pool. You can see the pergola, right? You can see the jacuzzi over there. Some people enjoying themselves down there right now. Nice walkway. Every property also comes with a carport. That's really nice. And another really cool feature is that we can open up these sliding glass doors and turn this into a full lanai in a sense, right? And look, you can even see way up here on the 9th floor, downtown Sarasota, and that is going to be a beautiful picture at night. I wish we were up here at night, honestly, for that reason alone. And that place is just going to glow, just drawing you in, right? So anyway, so that is the major sizzle factor. But here's some more to bring to your attention, because remember I said the location is a big deal here. So you're located on world famous Siesta Key, as we said, minutes to the beach if you want to go to the public one, okay? Easy access to Sarasota restaurants and shopping. All right, so it's really cool. You're smack dab in the middle of where you would go to Siesta Key Village and over by the South Bridge where the other restaurants and bars are, like Crescent, right? So you've got Captain Kirk's, you know, great restaurants over there, and even more that I'm not mentioning that are just fantastic, right? You got the cottage over at Village, or Siesta Key Village. You've also got Hub, which is fantastic, and many others. So anyways, so you don't have to, if there's traffic and things, you can get to things a bit quicker, and you've got options where you may, if you're on one side of the island, be kind of stuck with another option unless you want to go through traffic. So that's the beauty of it. And there is a trolley that will pick you up directly from here too, just in case you don't feel like driving and you don't want to Uber, and it's free. So some more sizzle factors for you there, okay? And these panoramic views are just gorgeous. I mean, it really is. Let's just fully take this in for what it is, right? And you can see all the other communities out there. You're just so high up. You're like up in the clouds up here, basically. It's just gorgeous. So as I continue on, to wrap this, honestly, what makes this property so special overall is the experience. The views, the elevation, the natural light, and the location in Siesta Key all come together to create the kind of Sarasota waterfront lifestyle buyers are actively searching for right now, okay? But make sure you stick around, because there's one part of this home that completely changes how you experience the water views, and it's something most people don't expect in condos like this. And it's going to be an even better view. You don't have to stick around for long. It is, I'm going to actually move this back so you get a, oh, you know what? I'm going to leave it there, but you can pull these back. I'm not going to tug too hard here just in case it's locked in, but look at that. From your primary suite, you can look at the pool, see how the party's going, head down there if you want to, or check out the beautiful beach. And again, on the video, it's going to appear a little bit further away, but it is so close and it looks so great. I'm about to go grab my beach chair and go hit the beach after this, get a nice relaxing day on. But that's it, folks. This is definitely a spectacular place. A lot of options. Vacation home, primary home, rent it out. You take your pick. Either way, you're not going to miss. This is the rule of thumb is when you're renting it out as closer to the beach or as close to the beach as possible. This 100% serves that. And let's get one last view out of the front Just amazing. You can really pick up the aqua on that there. Just absolutely gorgeous day today. So anyways, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for following us on another Sarasota home tour, this time right on the beach. And until next time, bye for now.